हमेशा जब भी कोई क्वेश्चन बीच में आए आपके पास दिमाग में, यू जस्ट raise your voice so that I can hear. I'll stop, finish, stop, and then you can talk. Because मेरी स्क्रीन पे सब लोग नहीं आएंगे. Only first four people are coming on my screen. All right, now this is 8 past 6 and I start. I am now sharing the screen. All right, now probably you can see my screen. मोहन जी दिख रही है ना?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
It is visible now.
Yes, sir.
That's great. चलिए हम लोग शुरू करते हैं. The second thing is creativity and or creative thinking. What basically creative thinking is that it is a new way to think about what exactly is surrounding us in this world, and it also describes thinking about thinking. What I am thinking, I think about that. I am thinking about going to market, and then think about that I am going to market. That means visualization. जो मैंने आपको पहले बताया था in how to make habits. Over there also I told you the potential of visualization. Potential of visualization lies only in one fact, which means how you see yourself, what you are doing. Then you find out the shortcomings or flaws. What I am thinking is right or not. Because critically I have thought, I have already seen. क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग के टाइम में हमने एक एक्सरसाइज यही करी थी कि वेदर वी आर एबल टू थिंक क्रिटिकली और नॉट, और उसकी कई सारी देयर वर अ नंबर ऑफ एबिलिटीज. ओवर हियर वी गो फॉर thinking about our thinking, and then we realize or reason up us ourselves whether my thinking is biased or not. Is it having any flaws? मेरे को अभी एक शॉप तक जाना है शॉपिंग करने के लिए, छोटी सी चीज है. इट इज जस्ट ओनली 15 रुपीज. इज इट वर्थ वाइल इफ आई गो ऑन माई बाइक? तो मेरे को 15 रुपए का पेट्रोल लगेगा, 15 रुपए की चीज आएगी, विच मीन्स द थिंग विच आई एम बाइंग विल बी कॉस्टिंग मी 30 रुपीज. सो वाई आई कांट वॉक? So yes, there was a flaw. I will not go by bike, I will walk.
Yes.
And then you think about innovative solutions. That means it is invention of new thing. That is new ways of doing something, which means the creativity is the ability to generate ideas. अब मैं कैसे जाऊं? Why I can't take bike? Because it is consuming petrol, which is adding to the cost of my thing which I am going to buy. तो मैं बाइसिकल क्यों नहीं ले लेता अपनी या बच्चे की? If I can't walk, I don't want to walk, and I can't take my bike. So what is the fun not having my bicycle? मैं बाइसिकल में राइड करके चला जाऊंगा. So that will be rather exercising also. So innovative ways. अभी तो ये मैं छोटा एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ. Right, in the forthcoming PPTs you will see that it is how you generate new ideas on the basis of that ability which is already there in your mind. You can think, but the thing is that we don't know which way to think. So when you give yourself time sufficient to think about new ideas, which means you will be generating a number of ideas, which means quantity. You see, if you think quickly, अभी एक बात सोची हमने कि बस bicycle और bike, then why can't I think third one, fourth one, fifth one? give some idea, a quantity. और जब quantity of ideas will be greater, then the quality of the idea will also be better. It will be more. मैं किसी से लिफ्ट ले लूंगा, that will also be an idea. Okay, fine, just I have to walk out of my block, out of my society, and wait for somebody who is having a pillion rider seat vacant. I will just show a thumb, he will stop, he will take me. अगर एक नहीं रुकेगा, then second one may come, third one may come. But this is third idea which comes to my mind. So, and then at the right time, the right idea will come to you. The more ideas you generate, the quality will be better. And at the right time, the right ideas will automatically come. Because this thing now, when you emphasize on the thinking process, then certainly you make it a habit. आपको कोई एक काम करना हो, you start thinking about it. Pre-plan. Shivamurthy ji, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
When you
Sorry,
think,
sir. Some
when you
delay.
think about it, then number of ideas, and number of ideas means quality. So in the fresh perspective or the different angle, when you think about the thing, then you consider what can be created. The next one says, I don't know what has happened today. It means creative thinking is open-minded, invention, and discovery of possibilities. What is possible under what circumstances? Just like critical thinking was left brain activity, this is right brain activity. अब देखिए, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई टेल यू वन थिंग, लोग बोलते हैं कि मोबाइल को राइट हैंड में लगाना चाहिए सुनने के लिए मोबाइल, बट द थिंग इज दैट कि इट मे डैमेज माय राइट ब्रेन. डैमेज तो होता है मोबाइल को कान पे लगाने से. एंड व्हेन माय राइट ब्रेन इज not working properly, then my creativity will not. Then some says put it on your left hand or left ear, so left brain will be working or will be damaging, and then I will not be able to critically think about the situations. So what to do? The third alternate is put on the headphone. Don't put mobile near your, because the lights or the vibrations are more stronger when the mobile is nearer to your head or ears or brain. But when you put your headphones, it will be just exactly going into your cochlea, which means the channel which takes it to the eardrums. So you think about creativity and then you come up with the solutions. Now, what are the abilities for for creativity or creative thinking? First is brainstorming. Brainstorming means you put up the questions quickly, rapidly, and listing all the possibilities, whether they are far-fetched, whether they are impossible, whether they are impractical. You just write them out. Just like, for example, this morning there was rain. So when I started moving to my car, at that time it was not raining, but still my mind stuck to that. So I kept an umbrella also. By chance, if it rains again, it will be difficult for me to walk from my parking to my office. I may get wet. List out. जब ये तो छोटे छोटे से example, the major examples will be coming forth. So you go for the brainstorming, rapid questioning, rapid answering, and writing them, listing them out. Then creative thinking also involves combination of different materials, but according to plan. What exactly I have my mind to create, and then go into your storeroom, find out the things what can be utilized for putting my idea into practice. Perhaps it is based on impulse. अभी मैंने कल आपको बताया था कि मेरे डोर का लैच खराब हो गया था. So what I did is tie up a number of rubber bands with a latch and tugged it. So that is something you create. Next is designing. Designing means it is a it is a sort of combination of the form, different forms, and different functions, and then combining them together to create this shaping material for a specific purpose. Say for example, I tell you, अभी होली आ रही है, लोगों के पास अगर किसी को पिचकारी नहीं मिली या मिल गई तो they keep it safe. Next year we will use. But now your son comes up that my football doesn't have air in it. So can I utilize that for that purpose of filling air in my football? Tries it. He tried, he fails, and then realizes that on the top of that there has to be a hole to suck the air in. Then the washer will be up and whole air will be pressed into the football. So unless and until there is hole at the top, where there is washer, so they think, they imagine, and then they create something. So which means reaching into unknown and impossible, but with a great focus. जैसे आइंस्टीन जो है, he used to emphasize more on the experiments, and he did his his experiments with whatsoever it came to his mind. 1,000 times he failed in creating that incandescent bulb. So don't be disheartened if one thing doesn't work with you, second thing doesn't work, third doesn't work, fourth doesn't work. These are the ways which you learn that will never be able to work with. You cannot work with these things. So these four things are out. Think about fifth one, sixth one, seventh, and certainly, which means persistence. Keep on doing the things, coming up with a new idea. Try it. If you succeed, fine. If you don't succeed, try another thing. Then third, then fourth, then fifth. Keep on moving. So improvising certain thing or as a solution that involves something as a novel way of solving a problem. ये problem थी, and without using the proper equipment, I could solve this. Next is innovation. Innovation is, I told you just now that it is something new. That is, that never existing before. Whether it is an object, whether it is a procedure, whether it is an idea, whether it is a process, whatsoever it is, experiment with them. And then you come up with the new things. Overturning something means flipping it to get a new perspective. That means जो आपके पास है, whichever has been given to you, redefine it. Reversing the cause and effect. If effect is this, if I put an object between the sun and the earth, there will be shadow. The small kids used to do. अभी क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग में हम देखेंगे इसके ऊपर एक्टिविटीज भी है. Then what you do is you put some object between your bulb and your wall. You know, kids, they love to play with the shadows, making different objects, shapes. You put your three middle fingers like this. You see, it is visible to you. और ये बल्ब के सामने ऐसे रखेंगे तो it will be just looking like the face or the mouth of a deer. Try it. Next is problem solving. I told you again. Now questioning is very much important. What is unknown to me? To make it known, you have to keep on asking questions. ये एबिलिटी तो होती ही है हमारे साथ, रिक्वायर्ड भी है, और ये डेवलप भी होनी चाहिए, बिल्कुल बच्चों की तरह. every time why and why not, why and why not, why and why not. If we engage ourselves in why and why not, then certainly we will be coming to certain new things. I have explained to you all this, so I will not be going the importance, benefits में आ जाएगा. देखिए, I'll tell you one thing, examples. You see, creative thinking involves three particular skills. First is analytical skill. What is the function of a particular object, a process? So analysis means breaking down whatever information you have got and then studying the act of each part. That is, this is the first part of your creative thinking process. This is the first part. Break down the information. Jungle fire, forest fires जो होती है, how do they erupt? How do a police inspector investigates about which is unknown? No CCTV coverage, no evidence on the site of the crime, and still they keep on thinking and thinking. Okay, मोबाइल लोकेशन निकालो, मोबाइल लोकेशन से वहां पर क्यों गए थे, कब गए थे, किस लिए गए थे, what was the cause which took you there, who was with you, where you made the last call, and then they keep on exploring the new dimensions and finally they analyze the things. Now this request is data analysis, research, forecasting, reporting, interpreting, and then communication. This is the basic steps that are required for analytical thinking. The next one is innovation. You step away from the traditional things and explore something original. Fail भी होगा, no problem. मैंने अभी आपको बताया, you try first. If it doesn't work, then second, then third, then fourth. So you try, experiment with it, and find out to some extent if it is working, then put it in such a box which can be utilized later on. It can be utilized. And this innovation involves risk taking. You might fail, but don't be disheartened. Then brainstorming is a part of innovation. Make a list of what exactly can be solutions. Maybe impossible, maybe possible. Then imagining. And those imaginations come only after brainstorming. Keep on thinking, listing your ideas. Then go for critical thinking. Yes or no, in or out, working or not working. Because critical thinking will be based on two particular principles. That means useful or not useful. What is your ambition and resilience, reflection, whatsoever you have done? That gives you a new dimension of your thinking. And finally, the last one comes is collaboration. If you don't come to a particular solution, collaborate, which means it doesn't have to happen alone. अपने ideas किसी और के साथ share कीजिए. Somebody who is closely associated with you. Like say for example, you are working on a project for, अभी देखिए निवेदिता जी ने अपने स्कूल में एक स्पेस एग्जीबिशन रखी थी. मैडम आपकी रिपोर्ट नहीं आई है अगला इशू के लिए. So that particular thing, what she did right from the beginning, एक महीना पहले से तैयारी शुरू हो गई. How much space is required, how many people will be there, how will we welcoming the visitors, where will be the visitor diary, how will welcome the chief guest, who will welcome the chief guest, there will be a song or not, there will be tilak or not, there will be deep dan or not, then there will be ribbon cutting or not, then who will show them around the working models, static models, number of things are there. So this requires noting down, listing down, communication, that is collaboration. Collaboration with your ऑडियो विजुअल इंचार्ज कि माइक्रोफोन्स कहाँ पे लगाने हैं, कॉलर में लगाने हैं. Then it should be whatsoever they are talking must be recording, must be audible. So they should be cordless microphones. अगर कॉर्डलेस होंगे तो आपको हर जगह तार नहीं खींचना पड़ेगा. देन उस कॉर्डलेस की रेंज कितनी होनी चाहिए. अ नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर. एंड देन एक्टिव लिसनिंग. लिसन टू अदर्स पीपल्स suggestions, ideas quietly without interrupting. Whether they are working or not, that can be decided later on. Empathize yourself to be somebody like, if I am parent, how I would like to be welcomed. If I am chief guest, how would what speech I will give, or what kind of speech should be there from the. Generally chief guest जब आप किसी को बुलाते हैं, they ask about your school background. They ask about ki what is the background, how long the school has been there, how many students are there, what growth you have achieved, what new things you have done, your achievements in the field of academics, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, and number of things. They take data and then they make speeches. So empathize yourself also for to collaborate. What other person is suggesting, is it working or not, will be different. But first, let me think. Let me collect these ideas. And then feedback and inclusivity. Whatsoever the idea is put on to you, put it on the list. And later on, we will find out. The next one is creative thinking generate new ideas. ये मैंने अभी बताया था आपको. But I tell you one thing, the greater the number of ideas, greater will be the quality of ideas you generate. And this is what I insisted in the beginning also. But that generating ideas is only 1%. जैसे एडिसन ने बोला था, the genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. Perspiration means you perspire, you put in your labor, you put in your hard work into action and see then whether it is successful or not. You are coming nearer to your goal or objectives are being fulfilled fully or in part. You have to analyze, keep on thinking about that, and then validate it by testing. It is workable, it's not workable, it is executable or not. Write it down, make a plan for its implementation. That is what I told you, कि जब हमारा पूरा प्लान बन जाता है, then we think about now. अब आपको delegations, he will be doing this, number 1 will be doing this, 2 will be doing this, 3 will be doing this, 4th will be doing this. And I tell you, gentlemen, she is the director of a group of schools. Right in the morning, she reaches by 8 o'clock maximum, I believe so. And not a single day. This was today a luckier day for me to be a little bit early, but she was still on her seat. And today, this was the first time for few many months I have seen that she was down to the Zoom room, or rather home, back home, before 6 o'clock. When you think about this implementation or execution, new ideas of execution, then you become smarter. And then your future becomes unlimited because opportunities will be there. Now, 7 qualities of creative thinkers. They dig deep, they generate more ideas, newer ideas, better ideas, faster, cheaper, and different ideas. Because they are now creatively thinking. They are now capable of doing the new thinking in new dimensions with new perspectives. They can think about it. So the 7 qualities are: first, number 1 is they eliminate their ego. Don't think I am the boss, I am the principal of a school, I know everything, everybody is under me, and whatsoever the order I place, they have to follow. Leave this ego out. You should be more concerned about what is right and who is right, rather than why he is right. क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग के लिए अब छोड़ दीजिए. अब हम क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग में जब हम जाते हैं तो ईगो बार, and then accept every idea whatsoever comes to you. And then second step is they ask questions. Intensively they are curious. Raise your child in you. Keep on asking why and why not. Just like children, they very much do it almost all the time. And then they ask, why not? Why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? Even if you have done it before, you just write it. Next is they practice zero-based thinking. And zero-based thinking is that कि अगर मैं ये कर रहा था, मैंने किया, I have been practicing for a long time and I have been successful every time. Now let me discontinue this practice. Keep yourself in the box with limited resources. Because at that time, zero-based thinking means you are continually asking them, yourself, matlab, if I were not doing what I am doing now, then where from I will start? अगर मैं आज जो कर रहा हूं ये अगर पहले से नहीं कर रहा होता तो आज अगर करना होता तो कहां से स्टार्ट करता? Without thinking about your successes and failures. So discontinue that and start something else. Put yourself into the box and try to find out newer ways. So practice zero-based thinking. The next one is they change their mind very frequently. Not very frequently, we'll say, but frequently. They are capable of changing from yes to no. अभी आपको कोई बोला, some friend, let us go and talk to such and such person. Okay, fine, just wait. Think about it. That person is good or not good, beneficial for to be talked or not. And they at the nick of time, they say, no, I will not go. So try to change your mind. Start saying, mental flexibility is this, that start saying, no, I don't know. Do you know this? I don't know. जानते भी हैं तो forget it. I don't know. Change your mind. सर आपने तो बहुत किया है ये, but I don't know यार, I don't remember. Try to do something new, then there should be mental flexibility. Because what was existing 20 years ago is not existing today, might not be existing today, because today the newer things have replaced them. आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने मैच बॉक्स टेलीफोन के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है? How many of you have done it? मैच बॉक्स टेलीफोन और टिन कैन. एक मैच बॉक्स, उसमें एक थ्रेड, another matchbox, second end of that thread, and one is speaking, and put that on your ear. You will hear that. You have done it. Madhvi ji kiya? Have you experimented such way or not? You might have done it. Once जब हम बच्चे बच्चे थे तो ये करते थे. एरोप्लेन, पेपर का एरोप्लेन बनाया है. अनम्यूट करिए.
Yes, sir. This thing I did.
Then you made a paper boat also.
Yes, sir. During raining time, now.
Raining time. And when it was not raining, then we opened it up and put on our head to use it as a cap.
Sometimes.
Everything we have done.
Yes,
So
sir.
there those things, forget about it. Origami के लिए क्यों नहीं try करा? Because nobody guided us in that direction. पेपर कटिंग डिफरेंट तरीके से फोल्ड करिए, डिफरेंट तरीके से उसको कट करिए, देन ओपन एंड सी द पैटर्न, एंड दैट पेपर कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर मेकिंग अ रंगोली. अभी दिवाली आएगी, दशहरा आएगा, एंड ऑस्पिशियस ओकेजन्स पे मेन डोर के पास हम रंगोली बनाते हैं ना. सो दोस पेपर कटिंग and then open it, put some colored powders over there, remove it, and then see a beautiful rangoli coming up there. Try it. Chaliye. Next one is, whenever these people are wrong, they admit it very frequently and without any shyness. They are open-minded because they are willing to change. 80% of the people, they don't agree I was wrong. Yeah, I am wrong. They don't agree to this. They don't have ever agree to this. But you, if you have to be creative, admit it. Yes, I am wrong, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your kind advice. But let me know the new thing which you have to suggest. So be in those 20%, those who are bold enough to accept their mistakes and then find the solution. Don't defend yourself कि no, I am always right. वो egoistic भी हो जाता है, तो ego भी आपको छोड़ना है. And then you have to be creative, so you have to admit, yes, I was wrong, but give me the new ideas. Open-mindedness, accept the new ideas, jot them down, list them down, and try to find out. Right? Sixth one is continue to learn, because after all, when you have put your ego out, next thing is that you are able to accept your mistake, or you are able to accept that your unknowing thing, I don't know, each one of you know, practice it and make yourself near perfect. Then they start learning. Those people मैंने सबसे ऊपर लिखा है, those who people who can say I don't know, they are very much capable of learning new things. Because somewhere जो आपकी problem है, somewhere somebody might have got the same problem and who might have solved that problem and using the solution today. Like for example, I give you on the next slide. See, it is the last paragraph. If you read it, it is often the person to recognize the value of a new idea जो किसी ने एक ने बनाया था, but that person is not making any profit out of it, the originator of that idea. But you think, you take that idea, you start working on that, improvise upon that, and you reap fortunes out of that idea. Tesla, SpaceX, he has established his own space station and now utilizing that for transmission purpose. And once he succeeds, then certainly, because he has spent millions and millions of dollars in that, so certainly he will not make it lose. He will keep on trying the new thing, put in the experimentation, innovate new things. If it works, put it one side. If it fails, try to again improve it, so that one day he will be, I tell you, I'm not a fortune teller, but I still am telling you, one day you will see the Tesla rather having a kingdom of communication. He will be the communication king. Wherever you go, the internet you go, he will be there. The telephones you go, he will be there. The mobiles you go, he will be there. The spaceships, they will be there. So it is a flash of idea. आप किसी की बात सुन रहे हैं, at that very particular moment, some idea strikes. Oh, he has said this, but this can be utilized this way. Jot it down immediately. Keep on listening and then make your changes. They are goal oriented. Goal oriented ke liye, intensely focused about the goal. Have you heard the Socrates story? I'll tell you in brief. Very short. You see, there was one of the disciple of Socrates. He asked this particular thing, कि how these successful people, those who are 0.01% of the population or even maybe less than that, they succeed in their ambitions, they achieve their goals, they do whatsoever they want. But most of the people, the majority of the people, they fail. Socrates asked him to come to the riverbed tomorrow morning. Come, we will meet over there, I will tell you. So once they met over there, they started walking into the water. When they were neck deep, then Socrates, being staunchly made, a strong body, he held this disciple from the neck and dipped his neck underwater. A few minutes he was thinking he might be joking, but he was not joking. He was trying to give him a new lesson. Why those people succeed. After some time, 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, then 4 minutes, his body, his disciple's body started turning blue. And then he took out his neck. He took deep breath, walked to the corner, then rested over there. And now Socrates asked, tell me now what you were thinking when your head was underwater. What exactly you wanted at that particular moment? The wealth, professional, promotion, what you were thinking, what you wanted at that particular moment. Okay, sir, at that particular moment, I was thinking to take one single breath so that I can continue my life. Okay, that is the fire you must have in you to become successful. 100% committed to your goal. What you want to do, die for it. Catch it from the tail and follow it as long as you can, but unless and until you succeed. So, Shivamurthy ji got my point. If you have to do something, it is doing 100%.
Yes, sir.
When a thing is worth
Dedication is essential.
100%, 100% totally goal oriented, 100% dedication. When a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing well. Otherwise, don't touch it. So they know what they want. They clearly write those goals. They visualize them on regular basis. Every time they are thinking about that particular idea only, they keep on imagining कि if I get that particular idea and working, where I would be. I tell you one instance from my life. When I was I faced the first interview in Assam Rifles. And at that particular time, there were 7 people sitting across the table to interview me, including the Director General of Assam Rifles, Lieutenant General Sushil Kumar. Then there was principal, language expert, psychological expert, content expert. Everybody was sitting over there. Whole interview was finished. Then the general asked principal, Mr. Tanka, would you like to ask Mr. Sharma something? So Mr. Tanka, who was principal over there, Mukut Narayan Tanka, he was from Kashmir. He asked me one simple question, why Mr. Sharma you would like to join the education line? And the flash, I got the answer without thinking. Sir, I want to be seated on your chair. My prompt answer was, my ambition is to be seated on your chair. So he just hiccuped. What do you mean? Not now, sir, after 10 years. I have to be seated on that chair, and that is why I want to join education. And you will not believe, within no seconds, General Sushil Kumar, thank you, Mr. Sharma, you can wait in the lounge. Wait in the lounge means you can understand that I have been selected. Just only for one single question, one single answer, and that came because there has to be total dedication. I left this after 14 years of principalship. I left this formal job. In 2014, I started training. First with one company, then with second company, and then third, my own company. That is, you might be seeing the name down at the bottom of the slide, Vinora Education Services. This is 9th year I am running. 170 schools, physical workshop, and webinars to unlimited. I can't count. So visualize where you want to go. My next vision is I want to be on the stage, NI Stadium, 1,000 teachers sitting over there, and I am delivering a motivational lecture. Why to stay in this profession? Why have you come into this profession? To make money? Leave it. So you have to be goal oriented. The next one, put yourself in the box. I have given you this thing. Putting yourself in the boxes means with the limited resources. How many of you watch this particular serial? I am very much fond of serials. This particular show, Master Chef. देखा किसी आप लोगों ने? तो जरा अनम्यूट करके मेरे को बताइए. Then I will put up a question to you. Yes, anybody has watched so far any one of the serials?
Yes, sir. I used to watch sometimes, not regularly, but
Not regularly, sometimes.
yeah. Yesterday also, I
What
watched
exactly?
one episode.
One episode.
Yeah.
मैंने बताया था 7 बजे के बाद serials, nothing else in my life.
Yeah.
Why I tell you? तो हर serial में, हर episode में what they do is they give them specific choices. अगर आपको अभी बोला जाए कि dinner बना लो, then you will be confused. क्या बनाऊं, क्या ना बनाऊं, कैसे बनाऊं, कब शुरू करूं. But if you are given specific choices, 3 specific ingredients and 2 spices, make anything. Then you are more likely to come up with something original. Master Chef में यही दिखाया गया था, and that is why I have written to memorize myself कि I have to give this an example. So put yourself in the box. Out of box तो सारी दुनिया सोच रही है. To do something new, have some specific limited resources in your hands, and then see how much innovations you can come up with. Next one is switch up your routine. जो आप कर रहे हैं, forget it. Daily webinar के time में अजय शर्मा के सामने he is going blah 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 blah. Change your positions. आज आप डेस्क के ऊपर बैठे, कल मोबाइल से करिए. आज ड्राइंग रूम में बैठे, कल डाइनिंग रूम में बैठिए. आज आप कॉफी पी रहे हैं, कल आप कुछ मत पीजिए. Do something new. Task is same, but the different environment. Change the way. So switch up your routine. आज एक रास्ते से जाते हैं स्कूल, try another route. Maybe a little bit longer. Try another route. आज आप ऑटो से जाते हैं, try a cab. If you go by your own bike, try to find out a bicycle. And then you will be coming up, Manikyambaji, then only you will be able to come up with a new solution. Ki today I will run to my school. I will jog down to my school. So switch up your routine. Oh my God. Just I will be putting across my charger into another plug. Laptop might go. Just 1 second if you give me. Yeah, it has started. Thanks God. At least one thing is working. So try to switch up the routine. Do a new way. Next is challenge what is currently working. If you think about that particular experiment or working way is giving you good results, forget about it. Challenge that particular thing with fewer or limited number of resources. If the target audience is different, what would happen? If the different time of the year, what would happen? Fewer or limited resources. What is currently working, you challenge it. And then you will be coming to something new. Next is inspiration. Creative thinking doesn't happen in a bubble, doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't come to your mind automatically. So it is always good to ask for opinions, ideas, feedbacks, and consider multiple things, multiple perspectives. Be curious. Find your inspiration. Go for research. So this is the fourth way. Next one is develop creativity in kids. This is the last one and very much important. अब ये creativity बच्चों के अंदर कैसे करें? Say hello. मैंने अभी लिखा say hello. Take 2 matchboxes. Put holes in both of them. Inside you try to or stick it. Glue से उसको stick कर दीजिए. 2 matchboxes. Put it inside. Take it long, and then from one you speak, the other person will be able to hear you. Make socks puppet, finger paint, thread printing, finger puppet, hand puppet. You put your hand on the paper, draw the outline, or hand puppet. Up to this, you wear socks. Or over here, colored beads. This is me, the center person. This is me. This is my wife. This is my daughter. This is my son. And this is my father. How do they interact? Who is more important? Each one of them is important. Each one of them. So what is the function of thumb? If you don't have thumb, think about it. What will you do? एक पेपर का फिश बनाइए. 2. Put some paper clips between and glue it from the corners. Glue it. Right? Now, एक fishing stick बनाइए. Fishing stick means one strip. On the end, there is a long thread. At the end of the thread, there is a magnet. Give to your kids. And now go for fishing. Put a circle in the center of your classroom. Put a number of fishes out there. And whosoever takes out the maximum fishes will be the winner. So they will put that magnet down to take that fish out. Different food items are kept on a table. Blindfold the child and ask him to taste and find out what it is. This is sour or this is savory. This is sweet or this is some spicy thing. This is something cool or something hot. Mailing list जब मैं आप भेजूंगा, I will be giving you this recording along with the mail. Recording के साथ certificates, and this list will be, there are 80 activities I have compiled from different sources. 80 activities are there which you can utilize for the creative thinking in your classroom, in your kids with you. Go for gardening, shadow painting. Ask the child to face the wall. There will be shadow. Now outline it. Outline it. And then paint it inside differently so that head is there, heads are there. You are wearing a t-shirt. Draw it. Try doing this thing. Take 2 papers. Dip one thread, thin thread, into some color. Then on that paper particularly, you just put it out and one corner out. Put another paper in and then draw the thread out. Open the paper and you see a beautiful pattern on both the papers. That is creativity. Now draw the outlines and make it a flower, or make anything you can. They can make butterfly, they can make shape, they can make sea, they can make river, they can make flowers. different colored flowers, anything. So try. I will give you the list of these activities which you can utilize in your book and in your classroom with your own kids. Say, for example, have a balloon in your drawing room, remove all the furniture, and ask whole family, you, your wife, your husband, your kids, throw the balloon and ask everybody that this should not fall down. I will press, then you, and whosoever misses, he will be the first one. Put some cheats, role playing. So this is all about the developing creativity in yourself and the activities for your kids. So the next one will be collaboration. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you here that it will be on 4th, not 3rd. This exercise will be on 4th. So over here, I'll stop sharing and I'll ask you people if you have got any trouble, any questions, anything you would which comes to your mind after this. I would like to know. Not everybody has given me the presence. Today, शिवमूर्ति जी, आपका नाम दक्षिणा मूर्ति है, लेकिन मैंने शिवमूर्ति करके आपको
Yes, sir.
मार्क कर दिया था कल.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Kalaimani ji was asking me कि what to do. कि सर recording, मैंने कहा recording मिल जाएगी, but not the certificate. Because this is not a joke. I am not selling certificate. वीरेंद्र पाल जी आज नहीं आए, पांडे जी नहीं आए, संदीप जी थे कल, वो नहीं आए. बाकी टीटीटी वाले 5 में से मोहन जी हैं और मणिक्यांबा जी and Dr. Sharma. These are the 3 regular ones. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people are there. The 2, 3 and 2, 5 and 3, 8. 1 me, 1 Mrs. Nivedita. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 7 are there. Yes, Lalita ji is there. Acha, you are showing your face. कि सर आपने मेरा नाम क्यों नहीं लिया? Lalita ji, you have joined this by what name? Your name is
Lalita
not
Rao, sir.
existing in the Hanji.
Sir, Lalita, ma'am.
Your name is not existing. Yesterday you were not there.
Day before yesterday I was there, sir.
Day before there you were there, but your name is not existing in this list. How come it is?
No, I was there actually. I have signed that. You told to type yes in the chat box and I typed there.
Okay. Oh yes, on the second page it is. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
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 So,
Sir,
1,
someone
2,
is speaking.
3,
It is
4.
disturbing, sir. Please
Yes.
put all audios mute, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, they are off. Okay. So this I have written now, and if there are no questions anymore, then certainly we go ahead. Finish it today, let it convert, and I will share the video in the group as usual, just like I have done for the part 1. But this will be done tomorrow morning. And if I get time, today also. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have anything to say, then have a good dinner and nice sleep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Very good night, ma'am. Hemlata ji, very good night.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, very good night. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Nivedita ji.